Hey, what's up guys, Sir Emanon here, and welcome to another episode of Road to 1000 DuelingBook Rating. Been quite some time since I've actually said that intro here, but yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've even played any rated matches on DuelingBook. You can see the last one was 2 months ago, so I figured I'd bring the series back since a lot of you guys do enjoy this one, but I also kind of wanted to change the format a bit since some of you guys did express interest in live gameplay commentary, as in kind of stepping inside the shoes of a pilot as they're playing. I figured that this would be a pretty good series to implement that. So if you guys are interested in this, let me know. If you guys want me to revert back to my previous style of just post-duel commentaries, also let me know about that. I could also technically do both in one video if that is suitable as well. So just give me your feedback as usual in the comments as far as things you want to see in particular for this video series moving forward. But I thought that this series would be welcome, or this change to the series rather would be welcome. Especially given the fact that, again, I'm basically kind of just hopping back into the game because I'll be honest, I've been keeping up kind of marginally, but I haven't really been immersed in the game as I have been in the past. But with Lightning Overdrive coming out a couple of days ago, this kind of reinvigorated my interest in the game. So figured I would kind of just hop back in. And what better deck to do it than a Drytron, which is a deck that I actually enjoy playing pre-Ben 10 ban, or not ban, but limit. Might as well have been ban functionally for Ben 10 Surging Ben 10, right? But yeah, I figured I might as well just kind of, build a deck real fast. This is pretty much going in completely blind. I really haven't tested this deck very much at all. So it's going to be just kind of initial impressions and kind of things to take away. So this will kind of be a bit of a modern progression, if you will. So yeah, I will definitely be doing more episodes of this series with this specific deck. So if you guys have any, again, feedback, just let me know about that. But let's go ahead and just get deck building, I guess. Probably 2 gamma, 1 delta for now. I'm not really sure what the right ratios are. I'm not even sure if beta is worth it. Wasn't worth it in the past, but who knows? Maybe things have changed. But gamma definitely is nice with this card right here. Not sure if I play 1 or 2 of it. We'll stick with 2 for now. Fafnir is an interesting one. It's weird because I don't really know how many people are on Droll right now, especially at like the lower ratings because I'm really low rated right now. So this I'll kind of just keep in mind here. Also, like, I'm not sure about 2 Meteonis. OCG builds play 2 a lot, but I'm not entirely sure if it's necessary. I'll also kind of keep this on the back burner. Foolish is a maybe. I know there are combos involving Edaton. I haven't really sat down to lab them. This is also a deck that I feel like could make its way into the kind of long combo tutorial series as well. So be sure to let me know by leaving a like in this video if you want to see maybe like an in-depth combo tutorial, the the famous hour-long plus combo videos. I feel like this deck actually could have a place in that kind of series, if you will. So the Megaliths are interesting. I don't know if I want to play the extended Megalith package. I know some people play like 2 full, 1 Ophiol. And like I don't even know if Bether is even played post Lightning Overdrive. Pre Lightning Overdrive it was, but I'm not really sure here. This deck really does not have that much room for non-engine cards, huh? That's a little bit upsetting, but I think 6 hand traps could be decent here. Not sure about Instant Fusion. We'll see. Again, depending on how popular certain hand traps are, I'm not really sure if I'm comfortable incorporating it. So these are like fairly generic, and Valor is a level 1, which is important for making Mubate of Fafnir in certain hands. The other option is potentially Lancia, but I figured that, again, since we're pretty low rated, I want to have something relatively generic, so that's fine, I think. These are some singular options that I've seen certain people try and test out and incorporate. Maybe they'll make their way in, not entirely sure yet. We'll see if we can play Cerberus, maybe. I feel like I'm missing something in the Xyz department for some reason, and I can't figure out what it is. I'm kind of just going off of intuition rather than like looking up people's lists. So trying to think of what I'm missing because I feel like there's something I could be playing here. I guess we can just play one of our flex spots being these 3 and then figure it out later. All right, this seems like fine as like a prototypal list right now. So let's just build a very generic side deck and hop into some games. We can't play this card. I forgot we're playing Drytron. We can't play this card. Is there anything we want to put in for going first? Not entirely sure. I remember playing Bell to play around like Cycle Reader and Crow, but I don't know how popular those are right now. Maybe we could just play more hand traps. That's probably just the best bet. We'll just play like Giga Stroll and call it a day. I guess this is fine. I don't know how good this actually is. Again, this is literally just draft 1 with nothing else really, nothing else really to it. So I guess, again, we'll just top into some games here. All right, and by some games, I mean probably just one is going to make it into the video, but here we go. We're up against Shaddoll YGO, which is a pretty nice name. Good luck, have fun. Let's go ahead and see if we don't completely embarrass ourselves. Again, if you guys see any misplays or just bad choices in deck building, feel free to let me know. Always willing to go ahead and take constructive criticism, but wow, this is a interesting hand. Let's go ahead and fire off this Diviner. See how far we can get here. Activate this Herald of the Arclight. All right, our opponent is not very talkative here. Also, there's like a new OK button, which I did not know about until recently. We'll pick up a Ben 10 here. I guess I just don't respect Droll game 1. I don't know. Kind of hard to say. This is a bit of a strange hand so far. We didn't open up any of our, good Drytrons. We'll go ahead and reveal that to draw. Oh, that's not a bad draw at all, actually. Go ahead and do this. I do want to grab Orange Light here because of the fact that I want to negate possibly Nib. I could have also grabbed Ultimatus and summoned it early, which I think I could have done with this hand, but we'll just see how this goes, I guess. Yeah, we'll fire up Prep here if my game doesn't lag. And we'll grab full. So the reason I'm playing like 1 full and not the full Megalith package is I feel like recycling Ben 10 is good enough utility, but I don't want to, brick on certain Megaliths. I guess I don't really need to edit much if I'm just kind of talking through my plays, unless if there's like thinking going on. So we'll just kind of wing it here. We'll fire off this Meteonis, and then we'll go for full. We'll full to add back the Ben 10, and now we can go and overlay for a copy of Beatrice, since they're both 6. We can go Beatrice here. So we can send Ava, and we can grab more fodder. That's fine. Or we can just send more Drytrons. I think sending more Drytrons is fine here. We'll go Alpha. Oh yeah, there is a declare button, but I just neglected to use it. Go ahead and search off of that. Really just any Light Fairy will do. I think I could have maybe sequenced this slightly more efficiently, but that's also fine. Go ahead and Meteonis add back. We'll declare this. Summon these back. Then we can overlay for Mu Beta. Can send a copy of Zeta, I guess. Or we can send this guy. But we can also search it. Yeah, we can just send Zeta. Can we end on everything we want? I think we can. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. I'm not playing 2 copies of this. Maybe this is a case where it comes up, but... And also, game please don't lag on me. That would be great. And then we'll go like this. I feel like maybe there's a more efficient way to do that, but this is fine for now. I guess something like Eden as well. Brought back the Meteonis and then summon this by detaching this. That's a possibility. All right, we'll fire this off in standby. And we'll grab this. And then we'll declare this. And now we should have our setup. All right, let's see how far our opponent can go. If they main deck Dark Ruler, we're a little bit sad. Yeah, come to think of it, we really didn't need to send Zeta at all. So part of me wonders if I could like Beatrice sent Ava and like gotten these searches. That could have been maybe more efficient. Okay, our opponent was spending quite a while thinking, and then I guess they didn't realize that I was done. Also, keeping Mu Beta on field is nice here if I can, because it is also a Drytron named Tribute for the main deck ones. You good? This is the low-rated DuelingBook experience in a nutshell. Right here, this guy spent 3 minutes thinking. Oh, okay, they're going. All right. Normal summon Shaddoll Squamata with the image not loading. That is cool. Oh, they have Super Poly, 100%. It's unfortunate that they have Super Poly, but it is what it is. We'll just play off the back of our orange lights. Yep, that's fine. Alright, so depending on how they ordered this chain link, we'll see if I need to negate anything. Construct 1, Squamata 2. That's fine. Depends on if they send Aerial. Oh, they're not sending Aerial. Okay. Wendy is fine. Setting Beast. Okay. Part of me feels like their hand is fairly weak. Ah, not weak anymore. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So do I want to cut off the invoked part of the deck? Part of me says I should. It's unfortunate that Resh will be able to resolve for Beast. That's fine though. I mean, I can't really do a whole ton about that. What sucks is if, again, Aerial gets into circulation, because that's going to be a problem. Man, Super Poly is a good card. Very, very good card for sure. Okay, so pitching Alistair. Maybe there's multiples in hand. I'm a little bit scared of, like, a second Super Poly, which could be realistically coming down here. Ah, they have a Hard-Drawn Invocation. So there goes Ultimateness. Oh my gosh, and a Dear Servant. Yikes. That is a rough one. Okay. That's a powerful way to break the board for sure. Not bad at all. Definitely not bad. Targeting Move Beta. So I can IP into Unicorn. Yeah, I am going to do that. Chain Forbidden Droplet. Ooh. What a strong, strong hand by this player. Wow. Part of me feels like their hand is fairly weak. Droplet, Nadir Servant, Alistair Axis with the Hard Drawn Invocation. Wait, did I say everything? I don't know if I said everything, but the Super Poly, the Nadir Servant, everything, the whole shebang. They're gonna go ahead and boost. Beat over this. Attack over this. So I take 16. Then I take 28. Alright, if that's Super Poly, or not Super Poly, what's it called? Schism, we do in fact lose. Which is rough for sure. Okay, because I drew Gamma, this is interesting. So I do want to see if this is a copy of Schism set. Oh, the card I didn't put in here was Downward Magician. I'm not sure if that'll really matter here, realistically. This is a tough spot, because I feel like that is Schism, because they went about their plays not really going for it, right? They didn't, like, go out of their way to try and get Schism access. I think we'll go for Alpha first. Okay, so they didn't respond to Alpha. I kind of want to hold Natasha in case I need to send it off of Diviner and then make Chaos Ruler. Because that realistically can matter here. We'll use this effect. We'll go for Delta here. We'll reveal this and then we'll draw one. I can go for Zeus here, which isn't horrible. The problem is I don't have Ultimateness, so like, what is my way to stop my opponent gonna be here? I don't think there is a way, and this is where Downward actually will matter. So I take back completely what I said earlier, huh? I'm completely unsure of what this back row is, but I'm just gonna go for Zeus. There's nothing for them to add back off this Shaddoll Fusion. Or, sorry, Construct, not Shaddoll Fusion. Okay, we'll go for Zeus. And then we'll activate the Zeus. Chain. Okay, it's Punishment. Punishment is okay. I thought this whole time it was Schism. That's fine. Oh, okay, so this is a Super Poly target for Dragon Link. Okay. So now we go Gamma. We can go for Move Beta. It doesn't really do anything here. Okay, so maybe I should have gone for Natasha as the search. So that's possibly a misplay there. I could grab it off of this, which isn't too bad. But if I do, then I don't have like a Orange Light Negate, which I kind of want to have. And this only sends face-ups. I think there's a way I can go for Appaloosa here. I don't think there is. Oh no, there totally is. What am I saying? Yeah, there definitely is. Yeah, I think Appaloosa is the play. We can search Natasha as well, and that'll be our format Appaloosa. We can make a second Beatrice if we could play two. Alright, we will sit on Appaloosa and hope for the best. Hopefully everything I did there was legal. It's been a long time since I played Yu-Gi-Oh! I sure hope everything I've done was legal at this point. Alright, they're gonna go and set one pass. That's fine by me. We draw emergency, that's fine. We're gonna go gamma. We're gonna do this on this. We can go do this on that. And then we'll gain 16. Just so that we have another name. Go delta. I actually did that in the wrong order because I missed out on a draw here. So misplay number 2. We can just go for a random link 2 here. And then we'll go Natasha. Honestly, actually, Edison's probably better here. It's a hedgehog. Access code on Phoenix. Then we'll go battle phase. This should be the end of the game. Alright, there's game 1, a very long game 1. And wow, those Veilers look weird. Okay, so what do we side? Okay, I have a feeling, well, this is fighting against Alistair, I guess. Oh gosh, I actually haven't really adequately thought about this matchup that much. I do want to deal with Schism. We do, in fact, lose to Winda. I feel like there's too many things to Ash in this deck. I feel like if we can take care of Winda, that'd be good. I think I'm gonna do this at minimum. Question is, do I want Ash or do I want Dark Ruler for the Winda? Do I want Droll for nutty hands? Like, that hand was pretty crazy that they just had. I feel like this is nice because it is a level 1 hand trap as well. This could be good for if they're playing like Maximus, but not sure how likely that is. Also, I am playing Entis and Herald, so that makes Maximus actually fine for this deck. Let's just try this. Maybe that's incorrect, but I'll try this just so that I can stop if they open crazy. And if they don't open crazy, then they'll be manageable. And I got debated because I'm going first. Okay. I did not expect to go first. I feel like that means they boarded into a lot of really strong cards, and that is terrifying. That is not something I want to deal with. I did open really crazy just now, and they opened really crazy, and we managed to pull that game to a W, so maybe we just go for it. All right, we'll fire off Nova first off. So I could also just play around Shaddoll Fusion by like not doing anything, which may actually be worth it. But at the same time, if they like open their nutty Winda board, then I can't do anything. So I think I'll just take the risk and I'll just play normally. We'll go for Alpha. This does lose a Cycle Reader pretty hard, but I just hope that they're not playing Cycle Reader. If they are, then I'm just sad, and I will accept getting punished. Ooh, if they got Droll, that's bad. They got Droll, that's bad. Okay, well, that is a very, very sad time. Okay, so now we both played in Shaddoll Fusion and we can't play anyway. Now we can end on Draconids at minimum, which isn't horrible. I think we do, in fact, go for it. Because we hard drew the Draconids, so that's actually fine. Yeah, Appaloosa would not be good to go for here, I don't think. I think we'll just go for this. We'll use the effect. Because we could, like, send Gamma. I don't think that's amazing right here. God, I wish I was able to have some more defense. Alright, let's see if my opponent actually knows about the other effect of Mubeta Fafnir. Because this is technically multiple interruptions. It's not great, but technically it is. Okay, so we pass on this. So we have possibly the sending of 2 face-up cards, and then we have a possible spell trap negate. If we can get there is the question. If that's good enough, we'll see. I did not expect to be going first. I didn't draw my side cards anyways, so that's fine. Also didn't draw Orange Light or Call By, so it's also fine. You know, you're not guaranteed to draw those cards. Alistair. Okay, that's fine. If they're starting with Alistair, that's not bad. Okay, they're gonna link off into Amirage Secure Gardner stuff. Or Artemis. So maybe they drew Ecclesia. I mean, I already have extra deck monsters on field, but I won't get a chance to do this, so yeah. I'm gonna use this. Wow, this is an effect that I honestly did not think would come up very often, if at all, but here we go. First time, first crack at it, and it actually came up. That is remarkable. I did not think it would. Ah, they have it anyway. Sag. That wasn't particularly, you know, unexpected. Maybe I should have gone for Draconids to send the Hcabe and then hold this for Shaddoll Fusion. I think that probably was better. I think that definitely was a bit of a misplay. Oh, and now they're going to be able to banish my Meteonis, which sucks a lot. Yeah, we definitely lose. Okay, so yeah, we definitely misplayed there. We should have just let the Hcabe go. Oh, they didn't banish my Meteonis. Unfortunately, I don't have any Drytrons. I could have also chained this, but I didn't feel like asking for targets. I should have. That's something that they actually have to declare. It was unlikely I'm winning this game anyways, if we're being realistic. Yeah, so what I should have done was just to let the Hcabe go. All right, now we know for next time, depending on what the rest of his hand was, it could have been good enough. So I'm not too upset about this. Now, if we draw a Drytron name, we're good to go. We don't have a... Well, we have a fair amount, but we don't have, like, an insane amount, you know. We're down 4. I think we're playing 15. So 11 in 32 chance. About 1 in 3. It's not horrible. Yeah, my opponent actually should know that I'm not playing multiple copies of Meteonis, because I had plenty of chances to search a second copy last turn, and I didn't. Okay, they're on Prosperity. That's fine. It's unlikely that I win the game, but we'll see. Wow, they're going for 6 even. Okay. I rarely see 6 being banished in this deck, especially at this point in time when they already have a lot of pretty strong setup, really. Those are all not insane right here. Gonna take Fleur-de-Lis, maybe to push damage. It was tricky there. I'm thinking more back to, like, would I have chained to the Draconids to the aerial chain? I mean, again, it would depend on what they targeted. So yeah, if they targeted those 3, I definitely would chain. So yeah, maybe I shouldn't have just been so lax about it. Should have asked for targets. They're gonna go for a copy of Verte Anaconda, so they can have Super Poly as well to make Construct Dark. Okay. They're gonna send from deck to grave. They could send El Shaddoll, I guess, if they wanted to. Although I really think that they would send Super Poly. Oh, can't resolve. I'm not sure what they mean by can I replay. You summoned it. I can't spell. Oh my goodness. He made a couple plays. So well, they had to do serving anyway. So yeah, they're chilling. They're fine. They have window access regardless. They can clear my entire board, leaving me with no follow up right now. I'm in a very bad spot. Yeah, that misplay definitely mattered. Yeah, stopping this was just wrong. Going for punishment. Oh, they didn't attack over my Mu Beta. I guess I forgot that it was on 1,000, even though I still have my counter here. But punishment plus Schism, like, I don't know how I can beat that. Yeah, that's game. All right, game 3. Yikes. Oh, this is like the the eternal problem with Drytron, man. If you get drolled and you don't have the best way to deal with it, you just cry. I guess Lancey is fine against the invoked portion. I actually forgot that they were uninvoked when I was discussing this last game. So this could be reasonable, especially because I mean, it's Drytron, right? Do I want to see Lancey more than Ash? That's a rough one. I don't know. Honestly, stopping Shaddoll Fusion is pretty important. If I get stopped again, which is likely, I think we'll put in one. No. Because when am I really going to search it over the other stuff if I get to resolve my combo? Yeah, we'll just do this. Alright, hello again guys, it's Sir Emanon here, and I am recording this in post because apparently during the middle of game 3 I accidentally hit the hotkey on my keyboard that stopped the recording. So great job me, I'm very good at this. But I guess this is kind of a compromise, sort of, if you will, if you guys prefer the post-game commentaries. So again, let me know down in the comments below which one you guys prefer, and I will definitely do that. I actually did enjoy editing this video. I already have all the rest of the editing done besides this, so that is totally fine. But yeah, let's just go into game 3. So game 3 was also pretty funny because I made a big blunder in my combo, and you'll see what happens. It was pretty bad, and this is a result of me being rusty. Right, so we opened pretty well here. We have to, of course, kind of contend with the fact that our opponent could have hand traps, especially Droll again, which, I mean, this hand kind of just loses to regardless because we didn't open up another fairy. My decision there at the end to not put in Lancia over Ash ended up not coming up here since I didn't draw the Ash anyways, but Lancia is another fairy to pitch for Orange Light, so that is something to consider, but again, didn't really come up here, so figured it just was fine. And luckily my opponent doesn't have Droll, so we are okay, just have to be wary of the fact that our opponent is playing Dark Ruler and Droplet, which we did see. So we have to contend with that potentially. So we're going to go for the alpha. We're going to, of course, search the Ben 10. And then, obviously, we didn't open spectacularly, but we opened well enough. Using Gamma this early is not fantastic, but it will get the job done. And this is kind of the reason why sometimes I do miss copies of Fafnir, for example, or like Foolish Burial, just additional ways to get to the specific Drytrons that you want. Because you're not guaranteed to open, Alpha Zeta or Alpha Ben 10, stuff like that. So you really do want to have ways to get there. I mean, that being said, with Fafnir in particular, just losing a Droll is really, really unfortunate. But here we go for, of course, Diviner off the Ben 10, and then we're going to normal summon it, and then use the effect Sending Herald, and then we're going to grab a search for Megalith Full. So here I'm just trying to, I think I was deliberating as well in the game if I wanted to respect Nibiru or not. There definitely could have been a way to do that. I could have gone for a earlier search of Ultimateness, and then summon the Ultimateness, just because I believe prior to normal summoning the Diviner, we were on 4, and we had this Orange Light in hand to be able to just negate it. So that could have been a potential way to mitigate that, but the problem I had was that I didn't really have a fantastic way into Mubi to Fafnir afterwards, unless if I guess, tributed this from hand, which I actually didn't think about at the time, so that's just on me for not considering that play. But yeah, that's also another good thing about the big Draconids is that it can be tributed for your Meteonis Drytron. Same with Zeus, so that's just some things to keep in mind. But we're going to go for the full here instead, so that way we can go for Beatrice, and then we can go for the Mubi to Fafnir. Kind of playing the odds if our opponent doesn't have Nibiru. I just didn't see it off like Prosperity or in either games 1 or 2, so I just kind of assume that they're not on it. Also, it's been getting a lot less popular from what I can tell from the meta, so that's why I decided to just kind of risk it. It's not I don't have a great justification for it in all honesty. I just decided to go for this play. But these are things I'll have to kind of be cognizant of as I play against more and more high-rated players, right? So yeah, we're just going to go for Meteonis here to add itself back, targeting the Alpha, and then we're going to go for Delta. That's going to tribute the Ben 10, summoning itself. We're going to reveal the Meteonis and draw 1. And then Ben 10 triggers, so we're going to grab a search for the other copy of Diviner, and then here's where I messed up, because for some reason I thought I had Ultimatus in circulation already, and I literally didn't, so that's what this search should have been. And then I realized it, and I'm like, well, that is just me being bad at the game. So we make a pivot, we go for Mubi to Fafnir, and then we go ahead and go for Meteonis. I didn't even do, I like make another misplay because I got flustered at this point, since I already made one misplay, which is something you shouldn't do, by the way. And it's something I kind of want to, work on myself as a player, is that once I realize misplays in game, I tend to kind of just get stuck on them sometimes, and you shouldn't do that. So what I should have done there was just go Zeta, tribute away the Draconids in hand, and then summon it back from grave via the Meteonis, but didn't do that. So now I'm kind of stuck with this Zeta in grave that I sent for pretty much no reason at this point, and I have no way to make Masquerena because I want to keep Beatrice on the board, obviously, for sending Ava. and I can't make Masquerena without giving up what I already worked to achieve. So I have to go for a very scuffed play and going for prep here. At least we do get to add back the Meteonus, so that's something. And then we go for the Zeta, which means that we lose out on a Fairy to pitch, most notably for Orange Lights, because I really don't want to get rid of my Diviner, since that's one of the best forms of follow-ups. So yeah, just misplays all around this entire game. This sequence was just played horribly. So yeah, don't do what I did here. But I'm still gonna show this off because I think the games 1 and 2 are pretty good, even though this game was pretty bad. And it's not bad because I misplayed. It's bad just because my opponent actually bricked. So we're gonna go for Beatrice, obviously sending the Ava, and we're gonna grab our 2 searches here. I mean, it is mitigated by the fact that we don't have to, forcibly pitch our only copy of Diviner now. It would have been nice though still to have that copy of a Edaton in hand, just because we could have gone like pitch Edaton, then pitch 1 Diviner and still have 1 Diviner, and then if need be, we can go Unicorn, pitch Meteonus, and still have a follow-up, whereas we're now 1 card short of that, so that was definitely not the move. So they have Meltdown, they go for Alistair here, then they normal summon the Alistair, they then say can't, and I got confused here as they made Almirage. I was like, wait, what do they mean can't? I thought they were saying that I couldn't do something for some reason, but in reality, they meant they couldn't use Alistair because they have no targets left. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, in that case, I kind of want to think here, because I was considering, unicorning away this Alistair. And here I activate the Masquerena, and then the opponent goes ahead and drops Droplet here. So they're going to go and negate Link Haribo and negate Masquerena. I think they forgot that Draconids had an effect, which is fortunate news for me, because the last time that you saw I summoned this card, I didn't get a chance to use it because I just didn't ask for targets, since I was, I just shouldn't have done that. I already explained it. But yeah, I guess my opponent kind of just didn't realize that this could banish, any 2 Drytrons to send any 2 face-up cards on their field. It would be cool, by the way, if this could send your cards as well, but unfortunately it can't, because that would have been a neat way to possibly play around Shaddoll Fusion, just kind of as a food for thought. But that's all irrelevant. Our opponent negates our board and then just leaves the game, because their hand is Invocation and double Shaddolls. So they could have made like App Clone or Winda, and they could have actually Aerial banished my entire graveyard and like done Skomata and like App Clone negate the Meteonus, all under the Meltdown protection. So it's kind of curious that they didn't do that after I went back and watched this. Also, if they wanted to, they could have just sent Alistair, and then they could have just dropleted for 1, and then they could have kept the Dragon in hand as well. That way they would have something to pitch if they wanted to go, say, like summon App Clone in the extra monster zone, link it away for Gravity Controller, search Shaddoll Fusion, and then send Dragon, and then activate Shaddoll Fusion and just ruin my entire life. So that definitely could have been a thing that would have happened if my opponent was kind of considering that. So, again, kind of hindsight. So my opponent actually, I kind of lied. They didn't really brick here, but it looks wonky, but definitely could have been a winning position. Just because, like, again, I couldn't respond to that fusion under Meltdown. So that would have been really awkward for me. I would have had to have like maybe responded with Meteonus on the Meltdown, or Draconids on the Meltdown, and then like try and Orange Light negate something, but that wouldn't have been very optimal for sure, because Area would have been chain blocked for sure. But yeah, so this game was definitely very sloppy. The match itself was a bit sloppy. I'm not going to lie. There was a lot of misplays on my end. But again, that's kind of what I get for not playing on Dueling Book Rated for 2 whole months. So that's kind of what the gameplay looks like. Again, we're kind of still in the entry stages, if you will, I suppose, of this deck. Obviously, even with the, even if I were, still like, or if I was actively playing the game up until this point, these cards are still fairly new. So the deck has different lines of play. I never played Draconids in my main deck before, so this card is really cool though. I do enjoy it quite a lot. But yeah, definitely let me know, guys, if you enjoy the format of this video. It is definitely different. I mean, towards the end here, it was familiar as far as just post-duel commentary, right? But yeah, I did enjoy editing. It kind of took a while though, so it won't be like an everyday occurrence. Absolutely not, because I think it spent like a couple hours editing. Not too bad, but yeah, definitely more time intensive than just being able to sit down and record with not too much of a hassle, because I kind of have that down to a basic routine. But I'm kind of rambling here, so I'll cut the video off short right now. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like as well as any thoughts or feedback in the comments. Subscribe for more informative and competitive Yu-Gi-Oh content. If you want to, you can follow me on all social media platforms or support me with links in the description as always. And until next time, I will catch you in the next video. See you guys.